have gotten as far back as 1984. It would have been operating in Lagos since 1984 until Boko Haram stopped it. Well, that's it. I saw that move and I was like, oh yeah, we just came back from Benin now, where people they kill catfish inside the state road. And at the same time, we stopped by in Ibadan, where others are complaining, lamenting, and even some didn't want them to show that to the world. So why not stop in Lagos? I know you have you have so many videos of Lagos from Eko. I also have them. But for this moment, let's show what we just shown, because that is impactful. That is what you call impactful project, something that actually really impacts the lives of the people, cut down the cost of transportation, save them money. That is impactful. It is far better than giving them handouts. So if that is improved upon, seriously, Mayegun will never look at it and wish it bad. Just sort of. Let's go to India, where Motivational Kolu was addressing some Nigerians. But first, when he left, that was Tuesday morning, early Momo, Kolu, Japa, India. And it's been in India since that Tuesday. So yesterday, he met with Nigerians in in India. Alaye Konde tell them, say, he said education brought him to this position as president. An experience when he was a student as a security guard. All of these things never stopped him from dreaming of becoming president or becoming great. So education is important. He was telling those Nigerians. In his own words, among other things he said, oh, come on.
Nigeria High Commission to the Republic of India, senior government officials, Tony Elumelu, Chief Emeka, Ajiabola Shagaya, Chief Dele Oye, my friend Dairu Banga, Generals, President Association of Nigerian Chambers of Commerce, Akim Shagaya, and many of you, private sector leaders who are here to support Nigeria and the country. I say thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you all of you. And that is why I ran for president, to help all of us mold the soul of our country in the right direction. Don't care where you come from. It's the only country that you and I have. Whatever you experience there, I've gone through it. You are not new. I've been a guardman. I've been a tutor. And I was a brilliant student. I know that. no semester that I missed the dean's list. I joined Deloitte, one of the biggest accounting firms, trained me. And my first question is, do you have branches in Nigeria? And they said, we have a lot of clients that will take you if you want to go home. And I started winding my way back until I got to ExxonMobil. With ExxonMobil, I was a very successful accountant, auditor general, treasurer, and then venture into politics with a can-do attitude. You can do it. Don't be despondent in any form, any way. What do we need? A change of mindset. Mindset. That honest work for honest day, honest hours work will pay off eventually. Be determined, be strong. Nigeria is ready to accommodate many. We partner with India, we partner with Canada, we partner with Germany. What is lacking is that we are eating some of our dinners early. We are not producing enough. To even export. It's a matter of good thinking and good planning. These people that I mentioned would not have been successful as they are if they didn't think, question, do it right. If they prefer to cut corners, they won't be as successful. To even own a private jet that brought them here. I salute all of you.
I'm sorry I didn't warn you before I played the video. I know a lot of you are there trying to understand what he's actually saying. When he said he was once like them, he was a guide man, he was a tutor. That means Tinubu said he was a teacher. You see, this is something that normally, if Nigeria is a real place, are you with me? Every word that comes out of his mouth, which are pure lies, okay, like gaffes, they would have started fact-checking them. Tinubu was a guard man in America. How come that somebody that was doing so well every semester could not provide a single person that would say, this one was my colleague when I was in that school? Okay? Here are some of the record from my school when I was in that school. Like, there won't be all this conflicting information about his birth or his sex or other things about the school, Abi. But in Nigeria, they've managed to use the tribunal to say no evidence against him. So now the man don't go in there. They lie to other Nigerians. I didn't cut corners. I didn't cut corners. I mean, I work with Deloitte, the greatest accountants in the world, trained me. And then they said if I wanted to go to Nigeria, they have some clients that could take me. And, Igbo native Nubuti Shetuto. Where did he teach? Person we talk saying teaching be tutor. Where? But in Nigeria, you don't talk and be that. If you agree with him, If you are in doubt, go to court. Abiba will just reason. If anybody disagree, go to court. There is no point. You see, when you lie to yourself again and again and again, at a point you will begin to believe your own lie too. So a lot of you are going to go on a jolly good ride with Tinubu. I hope you are ready. I hope. Even if you are not, I'll try and help you to understand what you're about to get yourselves in, or you have actually got yourselves into, whether willingly or unwillingly. Then he started talking about Nigeria. Something like, it was talking about something like, why in Nigeria we ate our dinner early. We are not producing enough. And then you'll be like, okay, maybe he wanted to talk about the economy or something like that, what his own government is going to do to help improve production or whatever. No, he's a motivational speaker. You won't think he's the president. And they are clapping for him because he's motivating. They're like, wow. Then, from nowhere, he started comparing those who came to the G20 with their private jets as being those who were successful students in their fields. G20 is not for people who have succeeded in their field. G20 is about economists from all over the world, business leaders representing their own different institutions, government from all over the world. Tinubu went there with with two private presidential jets. Okay, those are public jets. It's not private jet of his. It's not because of his success. Joe Biden and the rest of all these world leaders who travel to the United States on their own country jet. These are not private jets. The World Bank executive, Okonjo-Iweala and the rest of them who traveled down to India. They went there not on their own success. They went there to represent an institution or institutions that are interested in what is the business for G21. Kind of. So the private jet, they will not be able to fly down here if they had cut corners. They will not be able to fly down here in their private jet. They are in the business of cutting corners. Is that not what the World Economic Forum is all about? Control, and who should get what, who should get more, who should get less. Where should be war, or where should be famine, where should be COVID, and the rest of that. Is that not what this world order is all about? They are busy cutting corners. That's what they do. They make deals called that, and all of that. Some of them have to sacrifice their own people if they have to. Yes, okay. The agreement is that we're going to get $50 billion. Okay. But we're going to kill about 14,000 of your people through this experiment. 14,000. So if we give you 28,000 people to kill, you go double the money? No. It's not about the money. What happened is that we need that exact 14,000 people to kill for this exercise. And your country is taking how many? 7,000. Other countries are taking one. Others are. You know what I mean? Like, no. We have people in my country like Nigeria now. They say no. We have a lot of people in Nigeria. No. We don't want to share this. See this one. Nigeria will take it. 14,000 people. We'll give you 14. If you want 15, we'll give you extra. Give us the money. I'm joking. It's not that bad though. I'm just saying that talking about the horrible deals that politicians agree to. For example, if they say, we need austerity measure, you need to go to your country and go and devalue your currency. You wait there, they do your ozu, jeje. And they are there in India making deals, economic deals, money, and the rest of that. So when they give them the money, they say, go back to your country and devalue your currency. When they devalue your currency, which means they devalue all of your earnings, they devalue them by that percentage. So you will not go in there. Your 100 naira will your 100 naira will suddenly lose value. Something you could buy with 100 naira before, right? Now you need more than 100 naira to buy it. Or, your 100 naira value has dropped down to 40 naira without doing anything. Nobody say you play tetel. Nobody say you do anything wrong. You are just staying your way. And these criminals are everywhere making deals. So when they now say, go and devalue your currency, do you know millions of people that is going to lead into poverty? That's what I'm trying to say. That okay, if we devalue, how much money you want to give us? We'll give you $5 billion. You see this $5 billion, we cannot put it beside your naira. Your naira has no value. We need you for currently a dollar to a naira is 920 naira to a dollar. Now, if we want to give you 5 billion, we can't do it that way. So we need you to go and devalue your currency. Let the dollar to a naira, at least we can do something around 1,200 naira to a dollar. So go and remove 3%, go and remove 4%, go and remove 5% of the value of your money. Or if we remove the 5%, I mean, if we remove the 3%, our naira is going to fall further. It's going to fall. You said you need the 5 billion. Above fair. Do you want the 5 billion or you don't want the 5 billion? Yes, we do. We want the 5 billion to fund education. We need the 5 billion to fund healthcare. We need the 5 billion to fight terrorism. So if you want the 5 billion, yeah, go and remove 5% from the value of your currency. And then you wake up the following Monday, say, naira to a dollar is now 1,100 naira to a dollar. You say, kini gbogbo ele? Wọ́n ti gbowó ni, wọ́n ti tà yín. So that's exactly the same thing. When they go somewhere, make a deal. That's what they do. They cut corners and say, okay, how many people go become poor if we take this money? Maybe just about 10 million people. 10 million. 10 million, okay. We are already poor anyway. So what is 10 million? Give us the money. We'll do it. So then all of you, those of you who have jobs, who have businesses, who have this or that, then suddenly you begin to lose them. You begin to think that there's some people behind, some, what do you call it? Some evil people behind your life or your business, your everything. You don't know that these are the real evil. The deal says they should cut the currency. No matter how much you work, you're going to lose more than 10, 20% of the value of what you earn. If I work in the UK and they pay me £1,000, the value of my £1,000 is £1,000. But if you work in Nigeria, as you are waiting to get paid at the end of the month, now, let's say you are waiting to get paid 1 million naira at the end of the month. Now, here is the problem. When I get paid my own £1,000 at the end of the month, the value of my £1,000 is still my £1,000. By the time, this is pretty much like the first week of September, right? So in another 3 weeks, with this way of these criminals, right? Your 1 million naira, by the time they pay you your 1 million naira at the end of the month, it must have lost at least maybe 10%, even if you have 5% of the value. So if they say, you have 1 million, and the value of that 1 million has dropped by 10%, that's 100,000 naira. Like without doing anything. You didn't do anything, you didn't buy anything, you didn't, but it is still 1 million you are holding, But the thing is that the value of it has dropped. And if you don't understand that economics, I'll give you this example. You have 1 million naira and you can buy 10 of this at the rate of 100,000 naira. You buy 10 of this with your 1 million naira. Okay. Now that is the beginning of the month. So by the end of the month, you want to go back and buy 10 of this again for your 1 million naira. It has changed. Now you still have 1 million and I still have 10 of this. But the difference is that even with that, your 1 million, now you will need to buy, your 1 million can only buy 5 of this now. It is this same box, so nothing changed, just same thing, hearing, right? But what has changed is that the value of that your 1 million naira has depreciated within a space of 3 weeks, even though you didn't do anything. So now I'm going to sell this to you for 200,000 naira. And instead of getting 10 of this with your 1 million, you're going to get 5. That is the valuation we are talking about. So those are what they do there. So cutting corners and all of that Tinubu is, the point here is that it's all words. It's all word salad. They don't hold anything per se. But it is good for you to kind of have them on if you have a chance of kind of thinking, So they have added Nigeria, no, not Nigeria, African Union, like all the African countries who are in the African Union as one permanent representative to the G20 summit. So now they're not going to call them G20. Okay, they're going to call them G21. Okay, so G21 are the world economic, big economies who have come together to mingle with, the size of your economy shall determine. So America, China, Russia, and the rest of them are also part of that, right? And when Modi announced that Africa is going to be part of the G20, it should be a business opportunity for Africa, you say. I have seen more treaties. at least that I've read a lot about treaties that Africans signed, none of them has brought any prosperity to Africa. It is just all.
सबका साथ की भावना से ही भारत ने प्रस्ताव रखा था कि अफ्रीकन यूनियन को G20 की स्थायी सदस्यता दी जाए। मेरा विश्वास है कि इस प्रस्ताव पर हम सबकी सहमति है। आप सबकी सहमति से आगे की कार्रवाई शुरू करने से पहले मैं अफ्रीकन यूनियन के अध्यक्ष को G20 के स्थायी सदस्य के रूप में अपना स्थान ग्रहण करने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं।
That is Indy. It was just announcing the addition of a new member, the African Union. African Union should have at least 50 countries. There are over 54 countries in Africa, by the way. So some of them will just say Africa, like Africa is just like a country. In Africa, 54 countries, so 27 of them speaks English. 22 of them speaks French. About 2 or 3 of them speaks Portuguese, or what's that? Spanish, at least Portuguese. And maybe about few others also speaks Arab, or Arabic rather. So there's no real African language. So I just don't understand why most of the rest of this world, when they want to talk about Africa, they just talk like Africa is just like a country. You know, Africa is just like a one place. No. It should be. A lot of people wanted it to be, but nah. It's not. That way they kind of always want to put it. But if Africa Union, 54, what do you call it? 54 countries have one single permanent seat in the elite club called G20. I still don't see that as in the interest of Africa, by the way. But it is one of those. And Nigeria was there. Kolu was there. The point somebody sent me a picture where it was like Kolu was, you know, like he was just standing on the side. You say, well, I say everybody, I mean, like, who be this one? I don't mean it that way, okay? I'm just saying that, you know, Kolu got caught where he was like probably wondering where he was, like. Babombaba, Kolu. However, Modi, which is their president the prime minister in India, actually welcomed Kolu, Biden, and few others. Just some clip.
आरंभ करेंगे। 21वीं सदी का यह समय हम सभी के लिए एक पथ प्रदर्शक और साइबर सिक्योरिटी हो, हेल्थ।
So that was him there, like the old man, like, you know, Kolu. His own people, the Ashiwaju people, I don't know why they need to work on that. Oh, they need to get the Ashiwaju people that will be shouting Ashiwaju or your Mande, so that they can be there as audience. You know, the way they normally do. With that, he can be alive and he won't be lost. Like, but he's got friends. He's the president of Nigeria. To them, it's not him. It is the country he came to represent. Nigeria is a big cash cow. A place that they have been milking and milking and milking and milking for decades, and it's still standing. It's not dead, like completely gone, broken apart and all that. So it's not Kolu. It is where he's coming from, and they will always give him that you know, that kind of a space. And he's, you know, he's done his own work well. The judiciary in Nigeria has managed that all evidence against the crook, the drug lord, is thrown out without even looking at them, because that's the plan, so that he could walk in those places and Nobody will be asking him question. I don't know what Lagarde is asking. I mean, I don't know what she's asking him. So if you are saying he's not got friends, well, what about this? Where they borrow people money be that too. You know, Nigeria is in serious debt. Kolu doesn't have real money to pursue any kind of agenda that he might have promised you. So I'll tell you something tonight. Part of what I have kind of picked up, which is still going to play itself out, right, is that there are a few things that Kolu is being kind of offered, but they still don't have a kind of, they still don't have a clear headway. And what is that? Nigeria is bankrupt. In case if you don't understand that, Nigeria at it on. But Nigeria can still, in a way, look around and get some slush funds that before Nigeria completely collapse of bankruptcy, they can still be patching it in a way with some slush funds like slush loan and all that. But they are looking into putting together a team like Obasanjo did, okay, that will go about and start begging the world for debt forgiveness. Currently, the debt of Nigeria, local and foreign, is over $150 billion. Are you listening? There is no way Nigeria will pay that money back. Nigeria can't pay that money back. And something has to be done in the next few months. So what they are looking at is, if they will have a team that can start the debt forgiveness sort of campaign, so that the debt of Nigeria from that huge debt somehow can be cut down, because Nigeria is done for. The foreign reserve of Nigeria is only, the balance there is just about $3 billion. A whole Nigeria, $3 billion in foreign reserve. The Central Bank of Nigeria, before now, you were hearing that they printed over 23 trillion naira for Bukwari. Sanusi came out 2 days ago and he said it's actually over 30 trillion naira that Emefiole printed for Bukwari. Where is the money? You know one thing? They've shared it. The sad thing is that they said, out of all the loan they are getting here and there and the money here, you know what they did under Bukwari? That round tripping. You know, remember that round tripping I kept talking about that destroyed Nigeria economy? Or more. They said under Bukwari, over $50 billion changed hands between the Central Bank of Nigeria and a particular company that I can't remember right now. 50 billion. And that 50 billion was through round tripping. Round tripping is that when the real businessmen are buying dollars at, let's say, 700 naira to $1, Central Bank of Nigeria is packing bulk and bulk and bulk of those forex and passing them on to these criminals under Bukwari, who are now reselling them, right, at ridiculous exchange rate. I mean, so they are buying them at cheapest exchange rate, for example, like 200 naira to $1. Over $50 billion went through one single entity alone, among others. So to convince the world to forgive Nigeria of the debts of 150 billion, Baba, Oma Tofu, or Tinubu will have to start picking people up just to pretend that they are trying to recover money, but it's done. But you see that woman that sat with him there, then be like those loan shark. but their own is like loan. The level of their own loan shark is different. It's not like the ones that you borrow 20,000 naira. If you don't pay back, they will post your picture on social media and say missing person or RIP, so that you can call them and come and pay. No, 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 no. These ones are just like, leech. There's something called leech. Now, one blood-sucking insect. You get? When you look at it, it look harmless. So they are like that kind of loan shark. They're like tick. Once they put the tick on you like this, it will suck your blood and suck your blood and suck your blood. You will be living like you'll be like everybody will be seeing you. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? I'm fine. I'm very well. Thank you. Very, very okay. But people will be looking at you and say, but you are not okay. You don't look okay. You know the shop, ni? Say, are they shop? What's happen? Sorry, I just thought I should ask. You okay? I say, yeah, I do okay. I'm very okay, very strong. Okay. That's exactly what they look like. You get that leech. They're like tick. They will give you the money. Attach some conditions that will have to do with will have impact on your general economy. They know you don't have to pay the money back. But it is a way of saying, see, you are owing us so and so. Say, yeah, no, I didn't forget. Well, we are thinking that we should renegotiate that, and then we are looking at something there that we need. Could you give us that? At least, so anything you want, as long as you're not going to put my name in red that I have sort of missed my payment. So no, we can't do that to you now. You are our friend. No, we will not put your name in red. Okay? But we need lifting of crude oil in Nigeria at this rate for this our client and this our partner. Their money is part of the money we gave to you 3 years ago that you said you wanted to use to build train. Yeah, we remember. It's okay, send them over to Nigeria and then we'll send them to Ministry of Petroleum. They will arrange the quota for them and give it to them. So they are like that. They will be taken from you. You'll be looking like you are still living. You are okay, but you are not okay. Look at Nigeria. Is Nigeria okay? Financially? Economically? But they will still give Nigeria money. Yes. So Tinubu is looking at, even if they are not going to cancel all the debts or some of it, by going back to the lenders and say, listen, let's renegotiate them. We can't pay this back, we can't pay that back. Write this one off, we'll give you so and so. Write this one off, we'll pay this amount, write that one off. But in a way that it will come around as if to say, since they cannot take the money from Bokuwari and the APC criminals and all of them all over the place, they are bankrupted Nigeria. Tinubu has secured debt forgiveness. That would be a breaking news. Hey, they forgiven Nigeria $18 billion. World Bank has written off Nigeria debt $2 billion. Breaking news. No. As you are reading the breaking news of writing off $18 billion debt, you'll be seeing it underneath as well that Nigeria is in the process of taking another $30 billion loan so that they can fund infrastructure in Nigeria. There you go again. Rat race. Abi? But unfortunately, I like the fact that I don't do publication. So if me, I won't say anything. Now my face, now my name, now my eyes, you go see there. So if you want to arrest me or if you want to sue me, you know who to call. It is not the case in most cases in Nigeria. That's not the case for others. This issue of a tribunal or no tribunal. This issue of the Gen Z, that this younger generation asking for good leadership or good governance in Nigeria. And the old guard, the old order, trying to let you understand that no, that is not how it is done. We set the rules. You will follow the rules. We tell you when there is going to be a change, not you telling us that you want it. And they will use everything to clamp down on you. But what I kind of think, I don't think it's new until I'm beginning to see it as like, wow, they are still doing it. They still do that. Say, you better be careful. If you commit any crime, if they don't see you, they go carry your mama. You know those days, when they were warning you. My friend, I'm telling you, be very careful. Oh. If you go do anything, if they don't see you, they go carry your papa. Oh. Ẹni tó bá bímọ ọ̀ràn ló máa pọ́n o. He will give birth to what do you call it? A child that you can't discipline or something like that. Now you go bear the brunt. That's Nigeria thing. But it's actually illegal. If I commit a crime, I should be the one. Not my brother, not my sister, not my son, not my wife, not my mom or dad. But in Nigeria, that's not the case. If they don't see you, may they carry your papa. Everybody, why your papa not tell you, say, may you stop criticizing government? Nigeria is a lawless place. It's a crime scene. And the police that are supposed to uphold the law, they are breaking it. A publisher published that they had an intel that Isaleko Barack Obama, I'm talking about Jangbadi, Albert Einstein, Fashola, the Oluwole Sherlock, Abishena Sherlock Holmes, Inspector Fash. They said he's the one who is writing the tribunal judgment. And he called DSS. Realizing that the publisher is not somebody they could get a hold of, they called his brother. And they said, listen, we have this job for you. And this job is an advert placement at your brother's publication. So is there a way we can see you in Abuja, like in the next 1 hour or so? Is that all right? And he was like, yeah, I'm in Abuja. But have you tried his number? Have you called him? He said, yeah, we've been calling him and we've not really been able to get him. And this person is leaving Abuja this evening. And we saw that you are also like one of their reporters or something like that. We don't know about. Can we see you and maybe we can make that arrangement? And the guy went on to go and see them. He went to go and see DSS. And DSS picked him and handed him over to the police. And that was 28 days ago. They said, for defamation of character, defaming Fashola. It's supposed to be a civil suit, isn't it? Is that a criminal suit that... No, it's civil. You sue me, even if you sue me for criminal what have you, it still has to be in the court. The police can't arrest me. Police can't do anything for me. They should just serve me and I'll come there. Now, when the court says, oh, defamation, you defamed this person with wrong publication, we are now fining your publication 1 million naira. We are fining you 10 million naira for defaming this guy. And I will go to another court and appeal. It's a civil case. For Nigeria police, they kidnapped the brother and they held on to him. And they even did a press conference telling the world that even the brother himself, he has a case to answer. He has been very, very clinical on social media too. In fact, the brother himself even retweeted or he shared that publication. Does that mean you have to keep him for 28 days without any court appearance? But it is Nigeria. Let me just ask question. I'm not supposed to ask because it's a lawless place, but I'll show you. Look at this.
The press, ladies and gentlemen. Muyowadi Jobi is still my name. Assistant Commissioner of Police. I'm the first populations officer of the Nigerian Police Force. Today we want to clear the air on a pending matter of a case of conspiracy, criminal intimidation, cyber stalking, and cyber bullying concerning one Chike Ibezi, and we want Nigerians to have the fact of the case. Following a report from priority terrorist solicitors on behalf of one Mr. Babatunde Fashola SAN against one Nnamdi Emmanuel Ibezi, police investigators from the Force Intelligence Bureau, Force Headquarters Abuja, carried out intensive investigations into the complaint and discovered that the suspect made a false publication on his handle at Reportera News on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, on Saturday, 5th of August, 2023, alleging that the complainant was involved in the drafting of a controversial verdict in the ongoing presidential election petition tribunal, and that the military have been deployed to his residence to restrict movement, thereby intending to cast aspersion on the person of the former minister, which has the potential to cause harm, distress, and damage to his reputation, which is contrary to Section 24 of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act of 2015. And of course, as well as posing great threats to his person, threats to national security and stability of our dear country. Further investigations, to with technical and tactical analysis on this matter on many calls used for making the publication in question, it was discovered that it is registered, that particular line was registered to one Chike Ibezim. Armed with this intelligence, police investigators proceeded to the office address of the suspect in Maitama, Abuja, where Chike Ibezim was arrested, while Nnamdi Emmanuel Ibezim, his brother, and one Tope, who it was alleged handles all social media correspondences, are currently at large and have not honored all invitations by the Nigerian police force up to this moment. In this wise, the Nigerian police wishes to state clearly that our radar is on other individuals, particularly fleeing suspects, and those who are involved in other cases alike, for possible arrest and prosecution. The Nigerian police force thereby once again that cyber stalking, cyberbullying, spread of fake information or fake news, misinformation, and or disinformation, and other cyber-related unguided utterances are criminal and capable of eating up the polity and causing chaos in Nigeria or any part of the world. This new trend of cyber stalking and a massive spread of fake news should be discouraged in all manner for our collective sake and the sake of our dear country. The Nigerian police wants to warn again that we will not take it lightly in any way for those who live facts.
A lot of you have no idea how many of these public officials in Nigeria are becoming so paranoid about social media. They fear social media so much that they will break their own laws and unashamedly go on here and start quoting their criminal this or that, yet 28 days. You arrested the brother of a publisher because the number that you found on their website is traced to the brother, and you arrested him. Abi, then declared others wanted because they said military, soldiers have taken over Fashola's house and the rest of that. You haven't had your main suspect on. The guy is there actually telling them, come and take me, come and take me. They say, no, you say, come out, because it's not about the law. If you say something about me right now and I say, police, somebody says something about me, I want you to investigate. Who am I? So I want you to see the face of the young man before I move on.
To be cautious in their actions and statements as the force will not condone activities capable of inciting violence or causing a descent into anarchy. It is imperative for all citizens to embrace peace and maintain calm, regardless of their political affiliations, to ensure a peaceful and secure environment. The police is dedicated to its duty of protecting and serving the Nigerian people and is committed to carrying out these roles with professionalism, impartiality, and utmost dedication. Together, we can ensure a peaceful and secure environment for all of us during this period and beyond this period. Thank you.
My name is Sibezim Chike.
Where do you work?
I work with Next to You. I created the startup in 2017.
So it's your
And
company?
I'm also a software engineer.
The Next to You is a company?
Yes, it's my startup.
Okay. How is Nnamdi Emmanuel Ibezim to you?
Namdi is my elder brother.
Your elder brother, the same father, the same mother?
Yes.
Okay. Who runs this Reportera News platform on Twitter or X platform?
Reportera is owned and run by my brother, Namdi Bezim.
Okay. Where does he work?
Namdi works as a journalist and he operates Reportera.
Okay. Does he have any office?
Not to my knowledge, he uses my office as a correspondence address.
Your own office in Abuja?
Yes.
Okay. So where is he now?
I have no idea where my brother is. I've been in detention for 26 days now.
Then who's the owner of the phone they use to make the tweets?
Up to now, I have not been presented with any evidence suggesting my company's number was used to make the tweet. I was just told, and it was stated as that is part of.
Can you please give us the number?
It was stated as part of the
Just hold on a bit.
investigation.
Can you give us the number?
Yes, sir. The phone number is 081
081
464
464
355
355
68.
68. Do you have idea of that number?
Yes,
Who has
that's
the number?
my company's official line.
Your company official line?
Yeah, Next to You.
But this is the same line they use to make the tweet.
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yes,
Okay.
my
But
company's.
that's the information we have.
Okay. My company's phone number is registered it's registered for our startup's Twitter handle at Next to You HQ _HQ. I think it can also be verified.
Yes. Based on our findings, we have noticed that number was registered by you. The number 08146435568, registered by you for that company, and this is a line linked to that defamatory and false information concerning the complainants.
Okay.
And that is the revelation so far.
Okay.
But it's important for you to know that whatever it is, you are the owner of the company.
Yes.
Yes, you are the owner of the company, and this is your owner that used to tweet. So if you have any other thing, the matter is still going to be in court. The matter is still going to be charged to court. We are not the one to decide on the case. We have done our investigation, and definitely you're going to court as soon as possible because the case is concluded already, and that is why we are doing this. This is a hint from our whole end here from the police. This is the last thing we want to do. Why other investigation will still go on? Because we know we are looking for those who are at large, and we still have more cases, like I said, of cyberbullying. We have trace of complaints against certain individuals, platforms, and what have you. But it's for Nigerians to know that we have a law and we have an act governing how we operate on manage our cyberspaces, and it's very important for people to know. Even some journalists who work, certain individuals.
I don't know if I should. Sorry, I don't know if I can really explain how I actually feel watching that video. I should just keep it to myself, that kind of, because you can tell it was a staged show off to send an intimidating message to all of us on social media. These guys are so scared. They are so paranoid that they started even breaking their own law unprofessionally, like unprofessional conduct. They brought him out to come and humiliate him. But they have no idea that they are doing something wrong. You arrested him and kept him in detention for 26 days. Today is 28th day. For 28 days. Because you couldn't find his brother. And then you said the phone number of the tweet, of the Twitter handle that tweeted the defamation against Fashola. You trace it back to them, and he said, well, that number is my company's official number. So we found out that is the number they used to tweet against Fashola. I was like, that's impossible. You only told me that you didn't give me any evidence. There's no evidence. You didn't give me anything. So it wasn't going according to plan. So they had to quickly switch and said, well, we just want our young people to know that we have laws. Our laws that guide our social space, social media. The same law that came back to tell you that MC Olueron was only joking when he threatened the Igbos that if they burn them where they should come out on the day of election. On the day of election, the Igbos were attacked. They were stopped from voting. Others were killed. The police came out and said, when they said, well, you didn't invite MC Olueron, they said, but he was only joking. He was only joking. So the point here is this. To all of you young people, whether you are currently supporting the Tinubu and APC, you are going to still be the victim of that lawless place. I promise you that you're going to be the victims too. Because as it is, all they need is just to give you a bad name before they hang you. And in Nigeria, the establishment hates you. Until the day you begin to want to question them too, they will give you the same treatment. So stop rejoicing or being happy that they are hunting down those they believe they could get. You see that guy they put on that screen? The day they catch Mayegun, the day I find myself in Nigeria and these criminals get a hold of me, you know, say my own go be like, your evidence of the September 2021, your evidence of Kiniko. Do you agree that you did the Kiniko? I mean, I go just do there and say, oh, Benye Koshidano. What do you want to do? You want to shoot and kill me? If I get to a stage whereby they catch me for that Nigeria like that, I may kidnap me. They come put me inside, in front of the camera, expecting me to be looking like scary. Once they ask me questions, so you are the one who has been abusing, defaming the president of Nigeria. You know that we have law. I'll say, oh, Benny Koshidano. See, all of now you are bringing all your cameras here, Abi. So, Alaye, Mr. Policeman, what do you want to do now? You go shoot me and kill me? Would you tell the media as well as your friends how much you are enjoying torturing and then, mentally or verbally torturing me in your custody? Now you brought me in front of the camera so that I can come and do what? Why did you bring me here? You brought me here to come and what? To massage your ego. Alaye be like say, una they mad. You and Tinubu they mad. I know so they go beat hell out of me that night. But it no matter. But if they catch people like me, that's what they would do. They will say, yeah, see him, see the big mouth. So yeah, he's here now. We have arrested him. We have law. You are abusing our leaders. You are abusing this and that on social media. You are bullying them. I go just say, because, Baba, what do you want to do? That video is going to be like that for years. Nigeria is a very, very lawless place. We saw what they did with Showore during this whole nonsense too, right? Somebody can catch me and say, we don't catch that Mayegun. They can put me in front of camera and say, are you Mayegun? What is your name? We catch one, they will call me one Badero Olushola. aka Mayegun. You can't read all of that nonsense. Mind you, just so you know, the reason why they brought the guy out to come and face the media is because the same social media, people on social media are dragging the police, dragging the IG, dragging everybody. Oh. That's why they made the mistake of bringing the guy out to come and show you, okay, let us tell you what happened after 28 days, for goodness sake. Eh? And you have law. Because the point is not, it's not about the law. They want to show him that they have power. We have power. Okay? We have power than what you think. We can take away your liberty. We can put you somewhere. Nobody go free you. We can only free you when we feel like we want to free you. You know that power. We have that. That's what they want to do, not law. Because if they had charged him to court, it would have been 48 hours after they arrested him, Abi. And the case would have been thrown out inside the court. Honestly. No evidence, no nothing. No. Just show of power. We want to arrest your brother. Go. We don't see your brother. Now we have seen you. Even you, sir, we are looking for you too. Oh yeah, come here. Face the camera. So the whole world, we want you to know what is going on. Why we have kept this guy illegally for 28 days. So it's because he did something that is against national security. He wrote a defamatory post. His brother wrote a defamatory post against the former minister in Nigeria. So that's why we are holding him. Oh yeah, stand there. Tell them your name. Because they say we have arrested one Badero Olushola, aka Mayegun General. They can't turn the camera to me. They say, one Badero Olushola. They can't turn camera. Like they turn the camera on that guy. They go say, what is your name? Akoko Renri. Omo werin kayen. Omo alaye bajele people isha. So now because of me, Oga Police, now because of me, you do all this stage. You call cameramen, call everybody, like say, you have caught somebody who just overthrown government in Nigeria, be like I overthrow government in Nigeria. Now so I go to talk. Now from there, they go to talk, cut. No interview again. It's over, I swear. Because you see that video, in 5-10 years' time, everybody is going to go back to that video and see the intimidation they wanted to achieve by bringing him on your screen. Okay? So if you can't ask me, what I say, Emi Mayegun ni won pe ni one Badero Olushola. Adejobi abikilo poruko ara e. Adejo, what be your name, Oga Police spokesperson? So I am the one you are reading about inside that your nonsense draft there, right? And you are calling me one Badero Olushola. You know, like I go be like that too, because I know say, even if they go beat me blue black that evening, all of you now go get that video. You go the what? Who be this guy? Hey, this one you know now social media. Say, I love his confidence. Wa share Mayegun. But that evening, I mean they go beat. If you see my face a week later, this place don't swear. I don't they wear goggle, and they say, Mayegun, how is that vision now? Are you seeing well? Are you managing to see clearly? Yeah. The eyes have stopped. The water dropping from my eyes have stopped. They will beat a lot of me. Trust me. I will use the opportunity to tell them there and say, so now me una can't gather here just because you want to satisfy Fashola. So you want me to start what? Answering your question. You want to interrogate me in front of the, like, all the ones you did for 26 days. You are not satisfied. You see media, see all of them. You are already now, you want to do interview. So you are ready, looking for what? You want to do interview and go and show Nigerians that somebody that is criticizing the criminals of Nigeria has been caught by these criminals as well, and they have displayed him. So you want to go and you want to use me as an example. Maybe now from front camera there, they go, they slap me. I'm going to you. Because me, that's why I know they come Nigeria. Look at me very well. I know they come there. There's nothing they do for Nigeria. I don't get business there. Until when there is actually a pointer that shows that a lot of you are indeed tired of horrible leadership, bad governance and all of that. But for now, I haven't seen that. So come back home. If they burn you well, then burn me well, brother. You see, when you have the the highest or largest concentration of slaves, you don't go and join them to prove anything. You will never prove anything. Like somebody once told me, oh well, a lot of you know that, Abi. They said if you want to fight for the poor people in Nigeria, you have sorry, if you want to fight for the poor people in Nigeria and you are fighting the criminals in power, alaye, magora, no go they use the two hand they fight. Oh, you have to use one hand to guide and you have to use one hand to fight. That is why a lot of you have so many activists today and they look like average mid because they're now one hand that they take fight, because this other hand that they take and block the wearies, the unboot slaves, Nigerians, who are also called. Who send you work? Who send you work? Who said you should fight them? What is your business? Are you better than them, me? Are you better than them, me? They are already there fighting you. Shut up your mouth. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. If you're not your papa, you go talk like that. Yeah, so you want to be fighting their leaders, be fighting their leader. They do gidigbo and they are punching you everywhere. So at the end of the day, you are like this and you're fighting with one hand and you're using one hand to guide. Say, hey, leave me alone. Leave me. I'm fighting for you. Oh my, me will fight if anybody. Oh. You understand right now? I don't fight for anybody. I'm only encouraging you to brace up and stop defending your criminal leaders. Join hands, right? And then all of us can just fight them together. So I've seen enough. And that is why, if you are tired, or when you are tired of a bad government, the world will know. I will know. And maybe right then, you can say, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go slug it out. Until then, by the way. So yeah, they would be looking for people to use as trophy. Okay? It's not about justice. It's not about rule of law. It is simply about power and ego trip. Sure you get. And that's exactly what is going on in that video clip you watched. Power trip or ego trip. How dare you say that about the minister? Do you know who you are talking to? Do you know who I am? Amy, I will show you that I am I am that I am. Do you know who I am? And who you be? Are you the I am that I am? Yes, I am that I am. I'll show you. I'll take your liberty away. Nigerians, power, ego, nothing to do with law or rule of law. Nothing. If not, Fashola will ask his own lawyers to write the publication. You see that? You see the company that published that falsehood against Fashola? So Fashola would have asked his own lawyer to write them, to retract back whatever they wrote about him. That's the process of the law. You will tell them to withdraw that and apologize. So if you don't, then we are going to take this up as a civil case. But Nigeria police always will come in and say it's a criminal defamation, it's a criminal code, all nonsense. So none of them is intended to actually pursue any law. No, it is to shape you, it's to beat you to size, it's to beat you to shape and say, shut up, don't do that again. Say, sorry, sir, we'll never do that again. Forgive us, sir. Please, sir, we are so sorry, sir. Now you are begging. Look at you now. You are begging me. Anyway, okay. Okay. Anyway, I forgive you. That's ego trip. Is that not ego trip? Is that not power? Kind of. Is that law? It is not. And that is why they are keeping somebody who they consider as a co-publisher, even though the person they are looking for, they couldn't find him. And then they have to bring him out there to display him as a trophy. Oh, see you. See the trophy. We just want you to know that no matter where you are, we will catch you whenever we are ready for you. They want to tell you that, listen, you cannot bully us on social media. We will bully you off social media. Anywhere we see you, we'll lock you up. Oh, yeah, go and bully us on social media. When we see you, we'll lock you up. What kind of a country is that? Nigeria. There is more I would love to share, but I didn't know I was going to spend up to 2 hours. I wasn't even going to come on live tonight, but it was going to be too much to miss. For 2 days, 2 straight days, that you won't see my ego. So I am going to see you again tomorrow. We have our Sunday sermon tomorrow anyway. So I want to say thank you to all of you who joined there tonight. Just consider this as gist, update, and all of that, wherever you can. And don't leave without dropping your own offering. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe, and I will see you some other time. Good night.
dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làwọn tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Mayegun diary politico.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.